Hi. This is fun. This is new. It's not a book talk. This is not, no, but I'm proud of my shelves. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm like sort of embarrassed to even like be starting this, but I was starting a TikTok type account for habits, morning routines, stuff like that. Also, the glare from the ring light that I'm using is killing me. What if I just stay like this the whole time? I was starting TikTok to kind of hold myself accountable for my own habits and routines and everything, like literally just for fun. My husband was like, you should start a YouTube channel. And I'm like, I don't really want to. That's what people do. And then they like, it either requires so much work or they just like me, they just get distracted. This is me setting up. It's January 1st, so why not? I'm just super excited because I've been doing warm-up week. This week has been warm-up, but I've really been trying to be in my routine since about a week before Christmas. We went on a long trip to visit family and I came back and I was just like, I can't go into the new year so frazzled. So I decided that I was going to reset my life, start waking up early again. Years ago, I'd wake up at 5:30 a.m. and just have this like intentional quiet time. And I don't mean that in like the Christian sense of like sitting and reading my Bible the whole time, but I mean like reading my Bible, journaling, reading nonfiction. That one's a huge one. I have not been reading nonfiction pretty much all of 2025, and it shows because I have a book goal and I didn't even get close to my goal. And I was like, what happened? Well, you're not getting up and reading. Having some time to pick up the house, like anything left over from the day before, that type of thing. I just really need that personally. I'm wondering if I turn down the ring light, if it will, let's see. Let's go back. It's like adding a circle around my eye. This is why I need habits and routines, is because otherwise I will get nothing done because I'll just be like staring into space, thinking about things. So I've been waking up like 6:15 to 6:30 every day, although I've had some rough times already. My son got the flu 2 days before Christmas. I was just exhausted because I'm working, prepping for Christmas, making sure he's okay, all of this. Luckily, after he got better, I was able to go straight back to my routine. It's been fantastic. I don't know how I've been functioning for the past like year and a half without a good morning routine. I'm definitely going to walk through some of what I do for my morning routine, but first I want to talk about my habit tracker. It was my Christmas present because I couldn't stop talking about getting better habits, and so my husband was like, I'll get us these. So he has one, I have one. It is from this company, Threekin Collective. First off, it's got this, which you can write your daily habits and then you get to color them in. My husband got me colored pencils, so I get to actually make it look cute. Colored pencils. I got nice pens. These are like the Sharpie pens. You've got your daily, you've got weekly habits, you've got monthly habits. So I'm gonna go over what my habits are. So first, daily habits, drink water. I got myself a little jug that I can fill twice. And if I fill it twice, whoa. If I fill my water bottle up from that pitcher and I use 2 times of the pitcher, then I have more than enough covered my water. I'm not that good at water. You have it right here. Stop for a water break. Out of bed by 6:30 a.m. I've been doing really good at that one. Even this morning, I was worried because I've been going to bed closer, somewhere between 9:15 and 10 o'clock I've been going to bed. And last night, because it was New Year's Eve, we stayed up until 10 with Paul John, my son. And then on top of that, I have to have my like nighttime routine. I read every night and just like put my phone away, calm my brain down. I was worried, but I got myself up at 6:20 this morning. Finished eating by 7 p.m. One of my things, the reason that I'm getting into these good habits and routines is because my health is just like, I'm not doing great on that end. And I know I'm not. I am not functioning the way I need to function. Okay, the great thing about this is that it just stops recording randomly. So I just talked through a whole 2 other points and then realized it wasn't recording. Finishing eating at 7 p.m. really helps me like block out that I'm not going to eat yet. And in case I didn't already say it, a good breakfast, I'm eating an oatmeal recipe my sister-in-law gave me that I've never had, like homemade oatmeal that's actually really good. Usually it's bland. This one, it's peak. I've been eating it a lot. I literally ate it twice in one day the other day, breakfast and dinner. Next is reading my Bible. I've just gotten super inconsistent with that. It's exhausting when I'm not reading my Bible. I am a stinker to everybody in my house. I don't feel good. Like, even like physically, I just feel weighed down by everything. For me, that is a huge priority. Perfectionism is not the goal. So yesterday I was up at 3 a.m. and I was like, oh, I'll just read my fiction book because I was so tired. I'll read my fiction book because I couldn't go back to sleep. And I finished that around like 6:30. So I went back to bed. And then whenever I got up, Paul John, my son, was up and I had to make him breakfast and everything and get started on my day. And so rather than like beating myself up over it, I didn't get to my reading. So today was a catch-up day and I knew that. So I read yesterday's reading today. Definitely not perfectionism, but if you're surviving on just like a verse a day or like nothing at all, that's not great. Cleaning the kitchen. I hate cleaning the kitchen. I hate it because at the end of the day, I'm so tired and I don't want to do that, but I have to make sure it's clean. So I've been focusing on making sure it's clean during the day, really like after every meal, making sure I wipe down the counters because sometimes I would let that get built up. Making sure I unload the dishes every morning, make sure they're run every night so that in the morning when I'm reading my Bible, I'm unloading dishes. And it really helps, like, bless you. I'm also realizing that I like cooking lunch more than I like cooking dinner. So I'll make like a bigger meal for lunch and less at dinner. Outside for 30 minutes. I could stay indoors all day and be happy, like never step foot outside. And I know that's sick, but like I'm just an indoor type person, like especially with the weather, like it's either really hot or really cold usually here. And I don't want that. I just don't want that in my life. I'm forcing myself to get outside because I know it's good for me. I know it's good for my son to get out there with me. And really, I've been walking. That could be any outside time. I just think it is so good for my health. That is all my daily habits. So today I've already drank some water. Water break. I got out of bed, I read my Bible, so I've still got to finish eating by 7 p.m., clean the kitchen, and go outside for 30 minutes. So I can do those. Weekly habits. So the first one is StepBet. If you haven't heard of StepBet, it's an app where you pay a certain amount of money. So I'll give you an example. Like I pay $40 for this StepBet, and it gives me step goals for a certain amount of weeks. Each week you have an individual goal of a certain amount of, I'm doing so bad at this. The one that I do, they can be different, but let me give the one that I do is, I think it's 5 weeks. First week is a warm-up week. So if you mess up, it's okay. But the rest of them, if you mess up, you lose your money that you paid. So like I paid $40. If I don't do it, I lose my $40. Every week I have to get 4 active days and 2 power days. And then I have 1 rest day. For my active days right now, they're like 8,600 steps. And then for my power days, it's over 10,000. It's something over 10,000. The reason I like this is because it's personalized to my Fitbit and it goes up every time. So when I started, my active days, I think were like 6,000 steps. And so I've slowly added, more and more steps. I'm about to start a new one. Did this start today? It might have started today. And so my steps are like 9,000 and like 11,000-ish. I just have to walk those. And at the end, they add all of the people who didn't make it. It goes into a pot. StepBet, because I'm not a member, they take a portion of that and then they split it up amongst the winners. And I'm not like rolling in the dough with this thing. I'm not. But I have like made a little bit. And some of them I've made, like one of them I made like $8, which I know that sounds stupid, but like I'm gonna walk anyway. Why not? I started out doing 1 at a time and now I do usually 2. So I just finished 1 the other day. They have a free one going on for the new year that's like 8 weeks. And so at the end they add $1,000 for every certain amount of people. And so at the end, it's just free money, which it's not going to be a lot. It might be like $3, $6, $1, who knows? But it's just a way to keep me accountable. And I don't ever take the money out. I just recycle it. So it's kind of like a savings account too. Vacuum the whole house. Okay, so we got a stick vacuum, life-changing, but I still have to remind myself to actually vacuum. So this week already, because I'm counting all of this week, I have vacuumed our den and our 2 sets of stairs. We live in a tri-level. It's really weird. So I still have several places I need to vacuum. I'm not saying I have to do it all at once. If I want to, sure, but I probably won't ever want to because vacuuming's annoying. Dinner at the table 4 times a week, and I know that sounds crazy. We've gotten really bad, like really bad at it. My husband is very clear that like that can help define the trajectory of your children. We do think that their futures have a lot to do with that. So for our son's sake, we're gonna do that. I kind of want to make it nice in our dining room so we desire to be in there. So maybe that'll be a video at some point. I don't know. Clean room. I try to pick up my room multiple times a week, but then there are some weeks where like I'm just busy and we're about to start homeschooling again. Our first day of school is on Monday. I just need to have this on here, that if I don't clean it any other time, I clean it once so that it doesn't get built up bad. Clean bathrooms. I just need to prioritize that. It's mainly like cleaning the counters and stuff, wiping things down. Again, I do it, but I don't do it consistently. So really making sure that this is a checklist item for me. Monthly habits. So I have 5 spaces, but I only have 4 things for right now, and I figure it's monthly, so if I think of something, I'll just add it. Scheduling social media. I am a travel agent, and last year I struggled really hard with consistency on posting. I had some things happen that just like kept me from being consistent, but I don't have anything keeping me. I have all my graphics for this month ready. I just have to go through and like formulate posts and everything. Deep cleaning my fridge. I hate deep cleaning my fridge. Like right now it's not too bad. So if I do it every month, I'm like thinking I might do it maybe today or tomorrow, depending on my schedule. Why not? Clean the kitchen. I put clean kitchen. I meant to put deep clean kitchen. And that means that like I get down on my hands and knees and like scrub the floor. I'm moving the fridge and cleaning underneath that, wiping out the counter, cabinets, stuff like that. Just really, really deep cleaning it. Read 1 Christian nonfiction book. So like I said, I have not been reading like that, like I need to. So that is top of my priority list. My favorite trick, if you're in a reading slump, which I kind of am, is to start with a book you know you love. So I know that I love, it's called The Grumble Free Year by Tricia Goyer. I'll put a cover, if I can do that. Cover. I'm rereading that, and I have a friend who is doing the audiobook at the same time as I'm reading it, and it's very convicting. And just, it was funny because one of the chapters she's talking about how her Thanksgiving day was just, it was bad. Well, last week was Christmas and my kid had the flu, and like we're literally celebrating with my family on Saturday. So for me it was like, it's not just me who has these crazy times where things just kind of don't go as planned. That is my habit tracker. Maybe I can do a YouTube video for like each month and I'll show you the previous month so you can see how it's gone. Cause that's the key, is sticking to it. And that's why I'm doing this YouTube thing, is because it's not like I want to like get followers or whatever. I just want to be able to be held accountable. And you know what, like when I get discouraged, I can look and see like, this is what she did. You can do this. Feel free to follow along. I am on TikTok, Tiny Victories 26. If there's like, I don't expect to get like a zillion views or anything, or even 1. Maybe my husband will watch this. My friend Marilyn, hey, because she's the only one that knows that I'm doing all of this right now. If for some reason this makes it out into the regions of the YouTubes, if this makes it anywhere, feel free to like follow along, but also feel free to comment. Let me know what your habits are, what your goals are. Give me some ideas. My goal is that these become habits and that next month I might have some of the same habits, but then I'm able to take some of them off because they're so habitual that I don't have to keep track of them. I just do them. We'll see if that happens. Till next time, maybe I'll do a morning routine video. And then I love watching videos of people organizing and cleaning. So I might do some of that because my house is not organized and not clean. My laundry room right now, through Legos? My laundry room right now is an absolute mess. So I thought about setting up the camera and just like going at it. Because it's really stupid why it's messy. It's not like terrible. It's been way worse. But like, just like, I need to empty the trash in there because it's Lent. Like, why not? Just get the job done. Anyway, that's my rant. And I hope you have a great day. I don't have any fancy sign off. So bye.